alaikum and a very good morning to you all. I hope you guys are doing very well today and you're ready to start your day with me, Maha Mukhtoom, and the wonderful Shahzad Khan. Assalamu alaikum, Shahzad. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. I'm absolutely perfect for all those people who are out there and who've actually tuned into PT World. Time to rise and shine, wake and bake. Please get up because the weather, first of all, outside is very amazing. And if you guys are planning to go somewhere over the weekend, I think this is the probably right time to decide because you know the entire country is actually engulfed with clouds which are full of heavy downpour.
Okay, the weather is amazing and I've really been enjoying the rain. This is how I know I've become really Pakistani, because the rain is amazing. But the thing is, it's very temperamental. 1 minute it's fine, the next minute there's a downpour, and then you figure out that you have leaks in your house, in your car, and then it's, you know, it kind of gets a bit troublesome.
Because yeah, obviously, you know, not everybody's house is leaking and not everybody's car is leaking. So it's perfectly all right, I think. And you know, other than that,
everything happens before you.
I find it very different for my own self to accept the fact that you've actually started to love rain.
Yes,
because majority of the time when people come from England and they say, oh, we do not like rain, we like sun. Even when it's like hot, 44 degrees centigrade, it was in Istanbul, my cousins were over here, and they were like roaming around in the sun, and I was like, dude, you're going to get a bit of tan, please come back in, your skin color is going to change. Oh, no, no, we love sun so much. Even if they're sweating, they're just under the sun.
Yeah, no, because you don't get that much sun in England, so the rain is, there's a lot of rain in England.
Exactly. So with that, I think what we need to do is move on towards our top stories for this hour. Let's check what's happening in the country. Indian troops during violent crackdown operation martyr 3 Kashmiri youth in Budgam, district of occupied Kashmir.
Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and world over will observe Kashmir's Martyrs' Day today with a pledge to continue struggle for the right to self-determination.
Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa says China-Pakistan economic corridor is truly a harbinger of economic development, peace and prosperity in the region.
And finally, the news, the weather, torrential rains and flash flood claim 8 lives in Balochistan and Punjab as Met Office forecasts more rain in parts of the country. And this is what we were saying yesterday, you need to be careful, you need to look out for the weather warnings, and there's a whole show that's been uploaded for you for that information.
And you know, at the same time, what I'm going to do right now is for all those people who are out there, you know, our Facebook fan page is with the name of World This Morning. I'm going to share all the emergency contact numbers right away, so you can go probably download them or, you know, just screenshot the pictures as well. And then alongside that, we have a province-wise appendix where we say that, you know, okay, this area is more vulnerable to flash flood, so I'm sharing it right away. Go ahead and, you know, probably download that on World This Morning on our Facebook fan page.
Yeah, exactly. So now let's move on to our public service message.
Okay.
Okay, so the public service message is in line with the theme of the show today, and it is about preserving, enjoying, and encouraging art. We have a country that's full of so much history and different pieces of art in different forms, and we need to preserve it. You know, there's a lot of investment that's going in. You know, there's investment from the Aga Khan Society, then you have Foundation, and then you have international bodies that are doing it. But we also need to value it and take care of it because it is our history.
And
right?
it is very easy to do it as well. For example, imagine that if you have a picture of your grandparents, just put it somewhere on the wall, and people who are going to come in and probably walk out of your house, they'll actually ask, where was this picture taken? When was it taken? You know, and what was your grandfather doing? So I think everybody has got a role to play and to add on to the history of the country as well, on national level, on international levels as well, if you can probably do that. But other than that, please make sure that you encourage your children to do the same as well. It's not very difficult. Just take a simple picture, because these days what happens that all of these pictures, they stay within your hard drives and your memory cards, and then eventually you lose that hard drive, or the hard drive is corrupt, or the memory card's gone.
Yeah, the
so
USB
we want it
disappears.
in the hard copy shape. Please make sure that you do that.
Absolutely, and that is in line with our show today. We're actually going to be in discussion with some artists to talk about what is happening in Pakistan. How can art be used to motivate the youth of today, and you know, what does it represent these days?
Exactly, and then at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about art, art is a peace of mind for people who really do not say it, but they can paint it with the stroke of their brush. Now, a single stroke of your brush can actually tell a million stories, and it all depends on your perception. But at the same time,
Absolutely.
we do have National College of Arts over here. We do have different institutes who teach you. But then, you know, first of all, it has to be from within your own self, and then obviously teaching can do wonders.
Exactly. So to discuss this, we have been joined by Syed Hassan Ali Gilani. He is the founder of Sadiq Art Society, which was founded in 2013, and he's also an artist himself. Assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Walaikum salam. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Besides Syed Hassan Ali Gilani, we've been joined by Yunus Rumi. He is a Sufi artist, and he's also the General Secretary of the Sadiq Art Society. He's also an art teacher at the Rawalpindi Arts Council. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
very
joining
much for
us.
coming over. So first things first, the first thing which I wanted to ask is about your scarf, because before we got started,
Yes.
there was quite a lot of discussion going on about the scarf as well. So Ruby Saab, please tell us what's behind, you know, what's the story behind this scarf?
Sir, mostly people ask me why you wear this. I reply that Sufi of Sindh, mostly Sufis and Sindh, their followers wear these color,
Okay.
orange color.
All right.
Last time I think my solo exhibition was in Islamabad, and Canada Holland ambassador also visited, and he asked me why you this wear. This is the color of our country, flag color. So I replied, this is a Sufi color.
Okay, that is amazing, and I can relate to that because Maha, I've got a niece who's just 1.5 years old,
Yeah.
and she's got a sleeping blanket. It's
Okay.
pink in color, and no matter what happens, she cannot sleep without that blanket. So what we have done is that we have even kept another backup one, so that if in case we lose one, so we have another one. So do you can sleep with this scarf as well, or that's what you do? Do you wash it ever? Do you even wash it, or it's just there on your neck?
I think so buy three pieces of this color.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
Great. So that is the history behind the scarf. So good to know. So let's get started with the show because we have a bit to cover. So tell us, Hassan, what is this Sadiq Art Society?
Sadkan Art Society, actually, I would go in a little bit history about introducing the society. In 2013, we have organized an art exhibition at International Islamic University, which is also a founding institute of our society. After that exhibition, I thought that we have to launch something to work on art, on youth, on those grooming artists which are working on their own. So we have started working, and we have organized some people and met them, and we have launched this art society. So basic purpose was to work on junior artists. We should promote our young talent. Many institutes are working on that, but our focus is on those students who do not belong to the
To the mainstream
to
industry.
the mainstream industry, and those who are from engineering background, or they are medical students. But we are working on those students as well. All along, our focus is also on the poor artists, and we should promote their work, and on people like Sadkan, who was a legend of his times.
Okay, amazing that
excellent.
is. But before we move on towards a small break, which we need to, it is very necessary. There's one more thing which I want to ask you after the break, obviously. And while I was reading about Sadikan and the profile of Sadikan, it was written over there that it's not just about the junior artists, or it's not about the artists who cannot afford. It's even about those artists who are great with their work, have spent 15, 20 years down the line, but cannot get any other platform.
Exactly.
So you guys are the ones.
Yes.
How? That's something which we will ask.
In a moment, so let's go for a short break, and when you come back, we'll get this question answered.
Good morning.
Just like the billboard paintings performed in Pakistan, there is another indigenous form of art performed in Pakistan, and it is the truck art. With its all colorful floral patterns, depiction of human heroes with creative aspects, ratios, calligraphy of poetic verse, and drivers' words of wisdom. This form of art is truly a part of Pakistani transport tradition. Many trucks and buses in Pakistan are highly customized and decorated by their owners. These adjourned vehicles are considered as moving art or jingle art. Because of their unique decor style, these vehicles are quite distinct in layers from other trucks around the world. Each part of the vehicle is decorated differently, with variations depending on the regional style. In Pakistan, a truck driver owner usually pays $3,000 to $5,000 for their vehicle's external decoration. The art embellishes such trucks according to the particular tastes of the driver. Nearly every city in Pakistan has a unique decor. The Balochistan and Peshawari trucks are heavily trimmed with wood. Rawalpindi and Islamabad trucks have permanently featured plastic work. Camel-borne ornamentation is commonly seen in trucks decorated by Sindh artists. These trucks are also representative of different local historical and cultural regions of Pakistan. Thus, these trucks are also representative of different historical and cultural regions of Pakistan.
Okay, so yeah, I.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for everybody who just got tuned into PT while you watching World this morning alongside Mom, Magdoom, and Shazad Khan. And today,
Yes. You know, 6 months ago, I would have asked you what that word meant because
which
wouldn't
word?
even know what you were talking about just now. We're talking about art and definitions of certain phrases just being used. Never mind, I'll explain to you later.
Oh,
Anyway,
I
so
got it.
Shazad's question was about the youth and how you're providing platforms. So Hassan, tell us, how is this foundation providing platform to
And
youth?
before you do that, alongside that,
Oh, yes, of course, sorry.
ladies and gentlemen, we have got Rumi Saab. He's actually working on his canvas right now. We do not know what he's making, but let's just ask him.
I've
before,
seen it. I can see what he's
So,
making.
Rumi Saab, what are we making today? What are we painting?
A whirling dervish.
Whirling the wishes started.
Wow.
And basically, Sufism is mostly different steps, and this step will show that we are gate from Allah and give the peoples,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
there's symbols.
With the head on
Yeah,
the top
let's do
side
it together.
towards
I think
Let's do it together, Ma.
Yeah.
Okay, we deserve a
Respect.
cut over here.
Okay, well then
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. I'm not
Close
gonna
your
keep doing.
eyes.
Okay. All right, great.
I think when we are close our eyes, we are feel relax and relax.
Okay.
Yeah.
The showing the Sufism.
Amazing.
Is
And
that-
you're making it for the show as well, right?
Yes.
And you allow me to take it back.
I'm
home.
going. Oh well, I was
On
gonna say we should
record.
put it on our wall.
No, it's all right. I'll take it.
No,
and
no,
put
you
it
should
on
take
my
it.
wall.
Take
Yeah.
it. Take it.
Sir.
Actually, when we started, we have organized many events like exhibitions
Okay.
in different universities, institutes, and also competitions,
Yeah.
so that we could engage those students who don't have any art background, but they love to paint, they draw something and all along. And after that, we many events in Lok Virsa, in International Islamic University, in Fast National University. We have organized many events over there
Okay.
for promoting art, for promoting our culture.
Okay. What about? Can we just also get a shot of your palette as well, Rumi, please?
Yeah,
Eunice-
the shot of
Eunice?
the palette because the palette's not visible. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is how
see?
he's doing it. Very
I
professional.
haven't seen those palettes for a really long time.
Yeah.
Excellent. Sorry, continue.
So after that, we have step by step we have promoted the art. So When we came in the market and we met many artists, many senior artists as well, and many poor artists who don't get any fame.
Underprivileged, yeah.
And
Exposure.
yeah. So we have we took pictures, photographs. They send us,
Okay.
and we have promoted their art on through our social media, through our websites,
Excellent.
and we have met.
And it's an ongoing journey.
It's an
Okay,
ongoing
so
journey.
and the thing is, so what benefits do the artists receive from this platform and for all this work that you do for them?
The main thing is that our artists and many poor artists, those do not get fame, their work is promoted. Many international buyers and many international people from foreign, they see their work through our social media campaigns, and there are many workshops that we have conducted.
Okay.
So we are engaging people, many people in this
Okay, that
society.
is amazing.
Wonderful.
Now there is a dilemma which I want to discuss, and it is with
What is that,
majority of the
Shazad?
artists over here in Pakistan. I'm not saying that all of the artists, but I don't know why people love it when there are foreigners coming in, on the exhibitions or whenever there's such an event going on, and then they love it when they buy a piece of yours. What's wrong, even if a Pakistani appreciates the art and buys and pays the same amount? Why is it that we always talk about that one foreigner who came in and bought a piece of art?
So it's transcending a boundary, you know?
Actually, our society, our Sadhkan Art Society is uh, working on different things all along,
Okay.
and promoting their work. When foreigners came in, they see our work, but as you know, on international level, in many countries in South Asia, they have much buyers, or they have more people who love art. No doubt in Pakistan, people are loving art and culture and all paintings and everything, but there is a lack of some media campaigns,
Absolutely.
or they do not get as much as they
And
have to.
you know that's a very valid point because you know since the beginning, since we started this show as well, you know even we've evolved in appreciating art. You know we've had artists at the beginning, and now you know it's a. I do agree with this lack of education and awareness. So now, okay, so that's great that you're focusing on the new talents, but what about the previous talents? So people like Golji, Abdus Salam, Jamil Aksh, you know Ahmed Pervez, Zubaida Agha, Sayed Akhtar, Anna Molka. You know, how about promoting those? Are we doing anything to educate, you know, so that there is more appreciation for
Or are we
art?
preserving their
Are
art
we
pieces?
creating more buyers as well for the future? Yeah, and their art.
Actually, if we go in history, and as we saw on the death of Sadkan, his artwork has been robbed, and many people even now we don't get much art pieces of Sadkan. So we are as and Sadkan Foundation USA, his nephew is working on that, and recently Sadkan Art Society and Sadkan Foundation USA have done an MOU to preserve and promote the art of Sadkan. So we are working on that, but government sector should come in, many other institutes like NCA and other main institutes should come and should work on that, should promote, should preserve that work. If they don't have their work, they should go for preserving that thing, or take it from those peoples
Okay.
who have their work.
Okay, that is amazing. I can agree to that as well. But other than that, there's one thing which bugs me quite a lot of time, and that is that with all of these renowned artists, there are controversies attached to them. Okay, let's just forget that. What happens. When they're gone, what not. But I think our sole responsibility is to first of all preserve, and then rehabilitate those pieces as well. Because I've met a few people whose job in this world is just to get those pieces fixed again. Are we focusing on that aspect as well? And then how can all those people who are near to the industry or who want to be a part of this industry can contact you and can be a part of Sadkan?
Actually, main thing is that we have to work on art lovers. We should produce art lovers. When you have people who love art, then you can ask that you can preserve and promote the art. We have not much trend over here in Pakistan that people just come in exhibition and saw work and they do gossips and go. So we have to focus on producing art lovers. We should promote them through media,
Okay.
through government sector, through all these things.
Okay, so what you're talking about is the restoration aspect of it,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
restoration comes when which you're
Sorry,
right,
the usage
Hassan.
of word wasn't correct, but you know,
No,
I am
it
a
is.
lover of art as well. I
Yeah.
know it's a very silly joke, and it can probably come back to me on my face, but I'm a lover
gosh.
of martial arts. You know,
Okay, of course. Just that's lame.
on a very
joke.
lighter note.
Yeah.
That's why I said it before. So where are we, Rumi Saab? How much are you done?
Yeah, half
It's looking
completed.
great.
Half I completed.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
You're
But
halfway
now
down
first
the line.
I done a signature, then I completed.
Okay. Okay, but there's no rush for the signature. Let's get.
Then maybe I think sir also send signature on himself.
Okay.
We'll do it. Don't
Okay,
worry.
excellent.
But okay now, so answer, how do you think that all those people who are newer to this field can be a part of Sadkan or probably display their pieces at any other exhibition which is taking place in Pakistan or across the globe?
Many galleries and many organizations bring ask people, ask senior artists, or open an exhibition and group exhibition, and they ask for to send us their work, and we will display that. So people should focus on that, and as Sadkan Art Society is accepting art pieces on for exhibition, which is refundable, means they get back their work after the exhibition. So we open our exhibition for every junior or senior artist.
Excellent.
So we are promoting it as well. So our government and our main areas of art where we have to work on that. PNCA is working on that. Many other institutes are promoting the art. So we should the main thing is that we have to work on art lovers, to produce art lovers,
Yeah.
and all that.
I think that's where a lot of the solutions lie, by creating more people.
Exactly. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go for a short break. And when we come back, we've got another amazing human being who's going to be on the show today. And her art pieces are marvelous. Good morning. Amina Ansari.
Welcome back, everyone. And our earpieces are not working, and this is the beauty of live shows. So welcome back, and we are in discussion with some artists. We have Rumisa painting in our studio right now, and now we've been joined by Amina Ansari. She is a painter and an artist herself. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're most welcome.
I like your shoes.
Great shoes.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so Amina, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Actually, I'm British born, and my background is Pakistani. Even though I'm global, role model in terms of communication, in terms of materiality, in terms of philosophy in life, because I can read and I can speak. So I have transformed into Astasa.
Okay.
So now I'm in Pakistan, after true challenging in life, and because of that, I'm able to reflect in a hardship environment.
Okay, great. So that's wonderful. Now, Shazad also has a question.
Yeah, okay. So, you know, what I want to know, first of all, for all those people who are out there, you know, Amina is a very hardworking lady, not just in terms of, you know, painting or going out or, you know, making contacts, but she's actually struggled through her life. And she wasn't really able to speak for a longer period of time in her life. And now, alhamdulillah, she's able to do that.
Yes.
So before we move on to that aspect of your personal life, who inspired you to paint?
Okay, very good question. I didn't want to paint at all. I was very stubborn. I want to lock myself in the room because I want to get out there like doctors, teachers, businessmen, and I felt very frustrated.
Okay.
It was my mother who recognized my gift in my art, and she pushed me to my art and said, "Oh, no, you must paint." I said, "No, I don't want to paint." So she knocked me up, lead me with her own hand, follow me, and with short amount of work, I got into art. And I was still not very happy till I was 18 years old. When I was pushed to come to Lahore in NCU, I realized that art is an issue and education academic, and we could bridge the gap between every level and get the work of life. This is how I got into painting.
Wow.
Okay, wonderful. Now, who inspires you?
My mother.
Okay, your mother.
Yeah.
But out of artist-wise, for your work, you know, which artists do you take inspiration from, or which people in life do you take inspiration from?
I would have to say Guruji.
Golgi. Okay.
Because when I was 18 years old, he met my mother and he saw my work. He said, "Look, this girl got a gift.
Okay.
He must put her into art." And I knew to make fun of him.
Okay, great. So Gulji, when she was 18, met her mother and saw her Amina's artwork. And we have pieces, so we can be sharing those on the screen as well while we're in discussion.
Exactly, and then at the same time, you know, she's a lover of contemporary art as well, and quite a lot of people, you know, for all of those things which you've been sharing with me as well, you know, when I read it, so it was about that Sindhi rally, right? So initially I was reading it rally because it was R-A-L-L-I, but in Sindh, rally is definitely a form of art as well. When you see their cloth pieces, you know, you can see it all over the place as well, and that's what you actually do. So how did you choose your medium that, okay, you know, this is the type of art you want to work on?
Okay, first of all, because I am so much impatient to practice, to learn, to apply, and I thought it was waste of time, useless. So it was almost self-taught. So when I apply in paint, it should be first hand, layer by layer. For example, I cannot paint one tone. I normally paint by rainbow colors. This is how I see. I just see basic colors. So therefore, I was very stubborn. Behind it is music, Dasi and martial arts. I'm a black belt. So this is the energy behind my work. All with the winner to apply in my work.
Okay, wonderful. And so you've taken a lot of inspiration from Pakistan. A lot of, like we've seen a lot of your work. You have Eidi Saab, Shazad mentioned the Sindhi Rally, you know, work as well. Now, why is that what's, you know, what you're painting? Why are these the topics that you're painting?
Okay, first of all, I had no inspiration. I had no logic. I had no aims. I think when I came to Lahore, people asked me, Amina, what is your concept? You know, who are you? I had no voice. So when I paint, it's unconscious, it's unplanned. Now, after 2 years, I have a voice in terms of primary colours when you have a child.
Yeah.
You get they start to be red and blue, pink. When you have black and brown, they lose interest. So I think I have moved on from my childhood, and now I recognise myself as a role model in terms of hardship. So I'm inspired to reflection in myself.
Okay.
Hardship to freedom, negative to positive, in different walk of life and different faith, humanity. So now this is how I got inspired by Mr. Abdul Society India.
Wow.
Okay, wonderful.
That is amazing. And with that, I think I would love to ask, what is your biggest achievement till now? What do you think that you achieved with all of that education, professional education which you got, with your mother pushing you all day long, with Gulji telling her that, she's got a talent and we need to utilize that? What do you think you have achieved in life till now?
I think it's very simple, very basic. I just communicate with different walk of life. And I think it's useless to portray myself A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I think it's always a good idea to be thought-provoking in my work and in message. I'm getting there to convey much with humanity in peace, women's rights, and many things in life. So I hope I can continue that in the future.
Okay, and this is a great achievement. So now you came to Pakistan. What are you doing? Like, what are your plans for Pakistan? And
Okay.
what are your plans for here?
Okay, a lot of people want to run through the West. Okay, and people get confused why I'm in Pakistan. I think the best thing about Pakistan is that you have first-hand relationship with every walk of life, first-hand relationship with material and page. Whereas in the UK, you have everything off the shot. So you think in the box. In Pakistan, you think outside the box. A lot of people have a lot more to offer. So my aim is to bridge the gap between each and us.
Excellent.
Yeah, amazing.
Great.
I mean, in Pakistan, you get to see the Karachi boys as well, the Lahori boys as well, and then the Pindi boys. So, all the experiences are first-hand indeed. But then at the same time, sir, I'll move on to you for a while, and that is now we do see that we have people who are magnificent with their strokes of pen, may them be poets, may them be painters, may them be anybody who's doing whatever work they are doing, because in the first place they're in love with it. Now quite a lot of students today, even when they graduate from NCA, are facing difficulties in finding a place for a studio, or probably they're looking for work. We do have the Arts Council as well. They too get people on the internships and whatnot. Everybody's trying their best. But don't you think that all of this needs to be on a larger scale? Because the production of the artist, I think, is getting better day by day.
Obviously, when I would say that many institutes are working on that all along, and I would talk about Sadkan Art Society that we have. When we were in start, we faced many difficulties about the income. We didn't have any resource to generate the income. So, but we have continued our struggle, and we have worked on that. And we have organized many events and competitions in collaboration, and we have engaged other organizations and other institutes. So then we came to know that we have to work not only in that one institute. We have to go for all along, and we have registered this society then, and then we have continued our struggle. So government sector, and I would say that many these institutes, that big institutes like NCA, like other main Lok Virsa, and these type of institutes can give space to these students to promote the art of our nation.
And that's what I want to
Excellent.
ask Amna now as well. So Amna, do you think such societies are going to be very beneficial for artists?
It depends your aims, your motto, your confidence, and how you determine you are, and how skillful you're able to communicate with the environment. I think Pakistan, America, UK, anywhere in the world, you have issues. So it's how you portray yourself and how you bridge the gap with every relationship, every person. So I think Pakistan have more opportunity to need to let go. Whereas in the UK, it's very hard not to go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is, and I think we need to show some more of Amina's artwork as well because, you know, I went through a lot of it yesterday. Now, the medium, like, I'm sorry, I'm just moving on to.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm,
sure.
so, I'm so
it's
engrossed in that
beautiful.
art. It's a wonderful piece. So now, talking, you know, like you said, you have to be passionate. You have to be confident. You can, you know, it's about making the space for yourself. But how did you choose what medium suits you best? I mean, there's a lot of, you know, I'm sure students watching us right now. How did you figure out that this is the line I want to go down? This is these, you know, I'm going to go down this track.
Okay. First of all, my work was very based about like poetry. No
Portraits.
story, yeah.
No
Poetry, no storytelling, just poetry. Because I had no communication to express myself. But it was my gift to give expression, basic expression. Like I've done Afghan refugee kiss. And people ask me, how did you manage to give Afghan refugee kiss? It's like you've been in Afghanistan and I've never been there. So I had to get with telepathy, the vibes. And through the time when I came to Lahore, teachers were very frustrated. I mean, now why are you in your own world?
Yeah.
Okay? You're not learning anything, you're not reading. So they used to do a dry up in my work. And I used to get frustrated, I laughed, I smiled. That why you put dry up in my work? He said, fix this. We invest your work experiment. So I came to logic that we have to do our research.
And as you can see, yeah, you can see there's a lot of
Beautiful pieces, and Rumi Sahib is
Yeah,
actually covering
amazing
all of what he's doing. Now, there's one very interesting thing which I want to ask, and since all of you are artists as well. Sorry. So
This
Rumi
easy
Sahib,
one
even
is
you
very
can
nice.
answer that as well. So once what happened that me and Maha, we went to Mansoor Rahi Saab's studio, okay, which was in F11. And then while we were talking to him, and you know, he was telling us that he works on cubes and whatnot. So all of a sudden, you know, because I'm in a habit of doing that, I asked stupid questions. So what I did, and I was like, sir, what do you mean by this? Now, so there was this piece right in front of me, and I asked him, so what are you trying to portray? And he turns to me, he's a very polite man, he says, what a stupid question is that? How can you even ask that from an artist? So like, how are we going to, you know, perceive is a very different story about whatever storytelling you were doing on that piece of canvas. Do you think it's an apt question to ask from any other artist? What were you trying to do over there? Rumi Saab, what are you trying to do over there?
Sir, basically this is contemporary art.
All right.
Sufism, main theme is. So I explain my expressions
Yes.
through my colors.
and it's
All right.
really bright.
You've got so much going on in your head, bro.
Yeah,
But now I think I'm thinking bright, so I use the bright colors.
really very nice. It's a beautiful piece. Okay, let's ask Amina because we've
Yeah.
actually run out of time. Do you think that's a fair question when someone who, like us, you know, we're not artistically inclined? If we ask an artist, what do you mean by this piece, or you know, is that a silly question?
And before you answer that, because we, you know, our job.
Because he gets into trouble a lot for this.
Because our job is to ask questions. So, you know, we at times we cannot decide, which we are guilty of, that, you know, whether to ask this one or whether to ask this one. We have
You
quite
can
a lot
only
of that.
learn once you've asked it.
So let's see.
Very good question.
So let's see.
I used to mock people question all the time. And I used to roll my eyes all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'm outdoors, my statement, my expression can be portrayed in another manner.
Okay.
And it could be portrayed how people see it. So I have now elaborate, I have to get elaborate, look, you say that, but it could be dark red, it could be light red. So it's the same with philosophy. And I think now I'm capable of portraying my work in expression.
Okay, so I think it really depends on the artist and the person you're speaking to, because some people, and this is, let's ask Hassan this. Do you think, I mean, how are we going to educate and create art lovers if we're going to mock and judge them every time they ask about a piece of art?
Actually, it depends.
Because there's a lot of people who are quite judgmental. in the art world.
Yes, many people judge artists on many segments,
No,
on
the
many
viewers.
angles.
Let me continue.
So it's actually art is related to your soul. What you think, what you assume, you just drop on your canvas.
Yeah.
So I think many people assume many things about the artist and their work, but I think the main focus should be on the promotion of art and culture.
Okay.
Thank you very much for being here, guys. Thank you very much. It was amazing
Thank
to
you
have
so
you.
much. It was a pleasure having
And
the show.
Rumi Sahib, are you
Thank
done
you. Thank
with the
you for
piece?
inviting.
Oh,
Okay, say even Rumi
little
Sahib
bit.
is done
it's
with the
done?
piece. Thank you very much.
Let's have a zoom into
A
the
big
piece.
round of applause for Rumi Sahib as well, because he's done a great job.
And he's still doing
And
it.
I'm happy because I'm going to take this piece back.
Yeah,
home
she's
as
like got
well.
his colourful
Thank
piece
you
of
very
art.
much, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you
want
very
to
much,
piece.
Sadiq Khan. Best of luck as well.
Thank you.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think what we need to do is we need to move on towards the.
Oh, we don't have the fruit of the day.
Yeah, we
today.
do have it. All right, so we do have a fruit of the day. Let's move on towards that,
Okay, no, we've actually run out of time. We've just
Okay,
heard it
run
from the
out of time.
earpiece. So do log on to our Facebook fan page,
which is with the name of World This Morning.
our Twitter page,
World This Morning with RG.
our Daily Mission and YouTube page.
World This Morning, World This Morning.
And the repeat is that.
Yeah, the fabulous repeat is going to be at 11:05. Mr. Umar Khalid Butt is right here on the news desk. So please make sure that you stay tuned. 1, 2, 3. Good morning.